Let's talk about Jake and just your reaction as he played himself onto this team.
No, Jake's he's been excellent up to this point. I'd have to say he's been the biggest surprise of our training camp of how well he played, and so he's earned a spot on the team. Simple.
He seems fearless. Like he just doesn't. I asked him if he was going to have a speech for Brian if he didn't make the team and say thank you very much, Mr. Great, blah blah blah. He said no one ever even really thought of him. He just fearless.
Yeah, he's probably never been cut in his life, so that's not something he'd even be thinking about.
But that also
by not having a speech, it's like those, you know, you watch an award show,
yeah.
and all the people who never win, I've always prepared a speech, and the person who does win doesn't. So he won in this because he's never prepared one of those speeches.
Thanks for my lead.
Yeah, there you go. I'm writing
What is
for
it about
you.
his game that you like?
Well, everybody's enticed with his speed for sure. He seems to have a knack for making safe plays when he gets himself in trouble. Sometimes he skates himself into trouble, and he manages to figure a way out of it by knowing where the openings are on the ice. That's what's impressed me the most.
Where do you put his skating in terms of, I know you don't like comparing other guys with other guys, but the level of his skating, what defenseman come to mind?
I've coached so many guys, I draw a blank when I'm asked stuff like that. But it would be, I'm not even going to compare him to anybody because it would end up being unfair. He's going to be compared to a specific player who might be a Hall of Fame player or something like that. He's actually, if there's one in terms of his actual style, it would be Christian Ehrhoff right now, who we coached in San Jose. Similar sound to when he's skating and how light he is on his feet and being able to jump into the play.
You sent Keith Ollie down to the Mariners. Did you send him with a specific message and/or?
Well, not to particularly work on anything. He, for some reason, struggled at camp and would have been our 8th defenseman. And in his case, since we're only playing 2 games in the first 2 weeks, he needs to go and play and kind of reassert himself. And there's no reason why he got beat out other than Jake had a really good camp. We're a little bit deeper on the back end, and we're not discouraged at all by Keith's play. It's he just wasn't as good as Jake right now, and I anticipate him being back sooner than later.
What does Jake have to do, continue to do, to stay up with the big club? What do you want to see from him?
Keep playing the way he is, making good plays coming out of our zone, skating and being a part of the attack, and never become a liability defensively, which he really hasn't. He's not in the regular season going to be killing penalties. We've had him in some situations that we've decided he probably wouldn't be playing in the regular season just to see if he could. He still has a few things to learn there, but 5-on-5 and on our power play has done an excellent job.
Was Darryl one of your tougher decisions?
Yeah, for sure. Right now, and you know, it's kind of a numbers thing, but Darryl didn't have a bad camp or anything like that. It's we felt that other people were a little bit better right now, or even, and the chances going forward of our winning with certain people, we think, well, just the makeup of our team, there's certain things other guys have done that we need, and he's going to be back, I'm sure, before long. He's just got to work hard.
Philippe is that kind of penalty killing role, kind of.
What's that?
Philippe kind of.
Yeah, that's what we expect from Philippe, to be a really good penalty killer, and yeah, that's kind of where Boycer would be, but right now Philippe is much more experienced in terms of killing penalties than Boise, so maybe that's something that he can focus on with the Marlies in the next couple of weeks.
Can you give us your overall thoughts on this team?
What's that?
Can you give us your thoughts on this team as you start the season with sort of a couple of guys out?
Well, that's the difficult thing is a couple of key people right now are out. And I'm still waiting, you know, on Tim Connolly. It's like a 50-50 right now. Well, Clark is obvious. He gets 2 games, and we're going to miss him. But when we're healthy up front or unsuspended, get a full lineup, I like our balance for sure.
He needs Lombardi into it, Ron, do you think, then, Thursday?
Well, yeah, Lombo will probably be playing on the fourth line, the way things look right now, and definitely we can use his skating on the PK, and he's just got to keep working on his timing and get that down. It's going to be a while before he shakes all the rust off and gets used to the speed of the game.
Bratton's
Your
versus-
defense has changed too, in that it's a faster defense from last year.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me about the evolution of that.
Well, we want to be defensively capable and faster, and John Michael Lyles obviously brings a lot of experience, and he's a quick player, moves the puck really well, and so far Jake's been, you know, excellent in terms of easily our best puck-moving defenseman in the preseason, but everything will change in this week. It's going to be interesting to see, especially with Montreal coming in, how fast they are, how his speed will match up, and his puck-moving abilities, because Montreal will be quick on the forecheck for sure.
Is Bratton's versatility kind of a bonus with his game, just in being able to move him up and down?
Yeah, you know, right now Frats is at the moment our 7th defenseman, but I wouldn't hesitate him to play in any situation, and that's just the way it is right now.
Oh, no, Fratton, I was asking.
Oh, Fratton, I was thinking Franzen.
Yeah,
Sorry
okay.
about that. No, yeah, Maddie's done a really good job of playing in any role, right side, left side. He's killed some penalties, been on the power play, and with Clark out, it's a logical move to get him up in the lineup.
When you look at your 1A line with Connolly and Lupul and Kessel, are you worried that there was a lack of time for them to gel come Thursday, given, you know, that Connolly will be back if he's back Thursday? Are you worried about that?
Well, yeah, you do, but that's why we're going to have to be patient with that line, and everybody else outside our team has to be patient. It's not if they play if that's a line on Thursday night and they don't have a great game, that doesn't mean we're going to change the line or it's a bad experiment. So we've got to be patient, allow them to kind of grow together. It is unfortunate Timmy got banged up in practice and has lost a week of practice and 2 or 3 exhibition games that would have certainly helped their timing.
How are you liking Twitter?
I've sent one tweet. You're not going to be reading Twitter to find out unless you're a TV critic. I'll be talking about Dexter and some of my favorite shows. It won't be, yeah, my granddaughters, and it won't be me commenting on our game or who's playing and who's not, because our league has strict rules on that anyway. Nobody realized that league executives not allowed to tweet in the day of a game.
Ron, is there a lot of pressure on Reimer's shoulders going into this season, knowing that he has to start where he ended off last year?
Yeah, I think there's pressure on everybody. No more pressure than on a goaltender. It doesn't matter if he's really just working on his second year, if he was here 6 or 7 years. A goaltender's always going to face a lot of heat and scrutiny, but we really believe he's a #1 goalie, and he'll show that to everybody this year.